Ravens Wrap is brought to you by Bud Light, FlyLady.net, Ocean City Golf Club, Comfort Inn Gold Coast, Ravens247.com, the original Green Turtle Sports Bar and Grill, and hosted by the Blue Ox Bar and Grill.
And welcome back in. It is the Ravens Wrap Show here on Comcast Beach TV at Delmarva's Rock Radio 93.5 The Beach, broadcasting from the Ravens Room here at the Blue Ox, 127th Street and Coastal Highway at Ocean City with Ravens News 44. Give yourselves a hand.
Yeah,
Happy New Year to everybody.
44.
I want to thank our sponsors at the original Green Turtle. Of course, it is their Ravens Wrap Show. The Blue Ox Bar and Grill, who house us each and every week, do a great job doing that. Also, Bud Light, FlyLady.net, the Ocean City Golf Club, G&G Outfitters, Ravens247.com, the Comfort Inn Gold Coast, and JCTickets.net. Mike Bradley from 105.7 The Fan in Baltimore. To my left, Bruce Laird, former All-Pro Baltimore Colt, and John Garrett, OC local, former Lehigh College player.
And Man of the Year in OC.
Yeah, oh, is that right? Oh,
yeah, I just named him.
Oh, you just made that up? Okay.
Yeah, the mayor was supposed to be here to give him that, but I just did it for him.
Can you write that on paper? I'll put it in a frame.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
Put it on
Good
my
stuff.
desk.
Hey guys, a couple of things coming out of the game as well. Just some tidbits with the ball game against the Browns. Some injury situations. Kerry Williams goes out with a concussion. Donnell Ellerbe goes out with a concussion. Also, Marshall Yanda with a rib contusion. Also, I believe a calf or thigh contusion as well. John Harbaugh at his press conference on Monday said the guys on Monday, Kerry Williams, Donnell Ellerbe, they looked okay for Monday, but concussions, you never know. They have to go through the battery of tests now. That's the new procedures with the CBA, with the NFL. With Marshall Yanda, if you read between the lines, it sounds like probably a game-time decision. He's beat up pretty good from that game. So there's some fairly key injuries going into that game. Of the three, I would say, of course, Marshall Yanda, the offensive line, and then clearly Kerry Williams, who going against a team that can give you 4 different wide receivers at one time and good ones, that's going to be an issue.
Well, for me, it's definitely Yanda and then Williams, and it's 1 and 1A. I mean, that's how close they are. And because of the situation with the Cincinnati Bengals and their 3-wide attack and what they can do. Yeah. I mean, they love 3 wides, 1 tight, 1 back. They're able to do both. They're able to run the football effectively and throw the ball downfield. And they're very much a vertical football team. And why wouldn't you be? I mean, you see it all the time. I thought the Chris Carr pass interference call was just so unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, you're running together. Both of you are supposed to have an opportunity to catch the ball. He's going back right away, nothing going on. But because his arm was close to the receiver, it's called arm bar. I mean, what are you going to go?
It's only arm bar if you're really. It's one thing if you're brushing him. It's another thing if you're actually.
Again, hey, we throw the flag on him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, and I'm going like this. I'm going to the observer. I'm going, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, give the poor defensive back a break.
Well, let's talk about the DBs, though. If Kerry Williams, and we'll talk about Cincinnati coming up, but just from a Ravens perspective, if Kerry Williams can't go, you're Jimmy Smith, you're Chris Carr, how are you feeling about that?
Well, we're going to have to get after Dalton. I mean, that's kind of the case there. You can't. You have Jerome Simpson, who's like a gymnast now. I mean, the guy can.
Oh yeah.
He should just throw the ball up and let him do some
in the Olympics. I'm serious. That dude's in the Olympics gymnastic team.
It's a play of the year or whatever. So you have the gymnast, a guy who's going to be swinging through. Right. on the surface.
He's got the rings working.
Well, A.J. Green we didn't face. I mean, Dalton threw for 373 against us, and they didn't have their #1 guy.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Jimmy Smith, who got trial by fire against San Diego, he's gonna have to step up. Yeah. He did have a pick against Cincinnati, led to a winning score against them, what turned out to be a winning score. So that's a bright spot. But he's gonna have to mature. Chris Carr, he's gonna have to play his best ball. He's been injured all year. Yeah. That's gonna be paramount.
You got a good tight end over there. I mean, they're gonna have to step up. The Ravens are gonna have to, if Kerry Williams is out. The Ravens are definitely going to have to step up.
Gentlemen, this is absolutely for the defensive backs and linebackers. This is the exact same week they were having in San Diego, getting ready in practice, mentally. Again, listen, we're going to send it a little bit. We're going to try and get to Rivers. Now we're going to try and get to Dalton with a 4-man rush. If we go, fellas, and this is what we talked about every time we played, like the Marinos and the Elways. You guys, us, DBs, it's on you. We need you to play better than you're capable of playing. If you're really good, you better play great. If you're an average player, you better play good. If you're just one of these guys that are working around, I got to have your best game. And that's the mental attitude And that's what you've got to bring as an individual football player to a game like this. Because what more can they do?
Well, and Dalton's still a rookie, so I mean, it's not.
That's the big difference between the two.
Yeah, it's not exactly like Rivers, because Rivers is, you know, to me, he's elite. He's at that top of the second tier right there. You have Dalton. If you put him, give him some pressure, you don't need to sack him. You just need to move him a little bit. Hopefully, he misses a couple open guys and drill some balls into the ground.
And again, we'll get into that with Cincinnati, but real quickly, Marshall Yanda being out.
That's
Andre
huge.
Gerard's going to take over now. He's better at right guard than left guard because he's putting that right hand down. But at the end of the day, the guy is a former Pro Bowl center, not a left guard, not a right guard.
You saw what happened in the. I mean, we didn't run the ball the rest of the game. So.
And let me tell you, you're Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, 30 seconds,
real quick, let me tell you, you're Marvin Lewis. What are you going to do? You're going to give him gut pressure. And gut is the 3 and 4 hole right in there between the guard and the center.
Oh, you go to a bare look?
You go there, you gut pressure him. Somehow you're going to put that on him, and you're going to go after him that way. Yeah. And you're going to make them beat you with what they don't like to do.
And that's a great defensive line over there, too.
And we'll talk more. Coming up, we're going to talk about the Pro Bowl selections, and then we'll preview the Bengals game coming up as well. Ravens Wrap Show, Comcast Beach TV, and 93.5 The Beach.
JC Tickets provides first-class trips to Ravens road games, including airfare, 4-star hotels, game tickets, and cocktail parties. We also help provide great seating locations to all Ravens home games. JC Tickets, where the games begin. Visit us at jctickets.net.
G&G Outfitters, Inc. is a premier full-service in-house provider of branded merchandise and marketing solutions. With over 20 years of proven experience, G&G continues to successfully produce branded merchandise for some of the world's leading corporations, associations, and teams. From start to finish, G&G Outfitters is your single-source, one-stop partner for promotional products, logoed apparel, and all of your branded needs. For more info on the services and capabilities of G&G, visit ggoutfitters.com or call 301-731-2282.
What's going on?
We're giving Matt the NFL experience of a high-pressure field goal.
Look out! It's terrible, man!
There's an easier way to get an ultimate NFL fan experience. Just snap the tag wherever Bud Light is sold and you can win. Bud Light in the NFL. Here we go.
Hey, it gets easier. Really? No.
Are you embarrassed to invite people to your home to watch your favorite football team? Well, don't worry, because you're not alone. FlyLady.net is the support you need. Join us and our more than 600,000 members and learn how to crush the clutter and game plan your way through routines that'll help you organize your home and your life. Tackle clutter and get your home game day ready with FlyLady.net.
JC Tickets provides first-class trips to Ravens road games, including airfare, 4-star hotels, game tickets, and cocktail parties. We also help provide great seating locations to all Ravens home games. JC Tickets, where the games begin. Visit us at jctickets.net.
And welcome back in. It is the Ravens Wrap Show here on Comcast Beach TV and Delmarva's Rock Radio, 93.5 The Beach, broadcasting from the Blue Ox, the Ravens room here, 127th Street, Coastal Highway at Ocean City. Everybody wishing you a very happy new year coming up. And we'll talk about the Bengals game. But the Ravens are well represented, folks, in the Pro Bowl. And we've got the Pro Bowl picks have just been texted in from Tony Lombardi, who will be back with us either next week or the week after. By the way, programming, though, if the Ravens win on Sunday, we will be off next week and be back, I believe, January 11th, I think the date is.
We'll take the bye off, right?
Yeah, we'll take the bye off. If we should lose, then we'll be back next Wednesday on January 4th, I believe that is.
So if the Ravens lose, you lose twice, because then you have to come see us again.
Yeah, you're put up with us for another week. So, but here are your Pro Bowl representatives from the Baltimore Ravens, and can't say I agree with all these, but we'll discuss it. Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Haloti Ngata, Terrell Suggs, Ray Rice, also Vontae Leach. Those are your starters. Now in reserve, Marshall Yanda. Ben Grubbs is the first alternate. Brendan Ayanbadejo is a second alternate. Joe Flacco and Bernard Pollard are third alternates, and Michael Orr is a fourth alternate. But your five again are six: Reed, Rice, Lewis, Ngata, Suggs, Leach. So that's six right there. I mean, congratulations to them. Okay, that's great. Part of it, though, to be fair, it is kind of a popularity contest. Of my Pro Bowlers of that list, of course, Ray Rice, Terrell Suggs. Nada had a good first half. I think he's dropped off a bit in the second half. But, okay, I'll go Nada's way. I don't know about Reed and Lewis. Leach, okay. I mean, I'll go with that. There aren't many fullbacks anyway, so, that kind of helps him out. But I like 4 of the 6 I'll go with.
I'll stay with that. And it's quite frankly, maybe it's the Academy Awards. And, the guy that just keeps winning or you got to give him something, they gave it to him. But Reed and Lewis, wow, what a reach.
Well, it happens every year.
For this year, and it's not fair as an ex-player and a player, it's not fair to the up-and-coming guy that's working his tail off, that does have the good year and deserves the shot.
Well, it happened to Haloti Ngata one year when Haloti did deserve it and was kept out because of somebody, Hainsworth or someone who had just an average year. But it happens. If the guys are good, they're going to stay good. They'll get their time, and happens every year in every sport. And the fans want to see these guys play, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Some of the other guys who are alternates.
No one watches this game anyway.
And no one actually. None of the 30 or 50 some guys selected, however many are selected, over 60% of them don't even go.
Yeah, so they'll be.
So all the second team guys get a shot to go.
Remember that was what Ray did one year. Bart Scott became a Pro Bowler because Ray decided not to go. So someone else will be a Pro Bowler for Ray.
I've got no problem. Marshall Yanda, Ben Grubbs, they're deserving, although they're reserves. Yanda's a reserve. Grubbs is an alternate. Ian Badejo, I guess you could question. Flacco and Pollard, they're third alternates. Pollard's had a good year, or is a fourth alternate. It's whatever at that point. But there are definitely some deserving guys there.
Leach, of course, absolutely.
What did they have been?
Suggs and
Honorable
Leach,
mention?
Just big years.
First honorable mention. How deep
they got
go?
first alternate. Believe me, I know I was first alternate so many times behind Jake Scott.
If you keep going deep enough, you might be on. You might be.
I never know. I never went back.
I'm still looking for the rest of Tony's text to come in.
I don't think we went that far.
We'll say our fifth alternate. I'm waiting for that text to come in, but a guy on that list, guys, Ray Lewis, and I've got to talk about it. On my show the other day on The Fan, we had some people call in and text in about Ray Lewis and his future and all that. I'm not ready to write Ray Lewis off, but clearly in passing situations, should he be on the field? In my mind, no. And clearly at times, when he gets blocked, when he gets blockers on him, he's no good. Hey. Now, you can't, look, there's a lot to be said for leadership, for him calling out plays, getting people in the right position. There's still a lot to be said for that. I'm not ready to write him off, but should he be an every down linebacker at this point? My answer is no.
Well, obviously, the Ravens think that he should be ISO man-to-man out on the out with the wide receiver all by himself. Do you see that play?
Wow, that's a smart move by the offense to motion the running back all the way to the end and make him cover.
Immediately, timeout. I don't care. If Ray Lewis is out there all by himself. But
your thoughts on Ray Lewis, that is.
Yeah,
60 seconds.
Look, if Ray wants to play, Ray can play for me. That's just the way it is. He's old. He's older. He's slower, but I want him on my team anytime, even right now.
But he should come out at certain times, don't you think?
Well, when he's ready to come out, he'll come out.
Well, so. that'll be never.
I think at the end of the day, you're not going to really know anything. They're going to play him out this year is what it is. And they'll just wait and see. I think everybody's going to have a business decision to make in 212. And there's no question it will be a hard business decision between Ozzie and Bisciotti and Dick Cass and everybody else. And Ray.
That's like
and
saying,
that is what's going to happen.
Well, I think
that's like saying I'd rather take Joe Flacco out on passing downs than Ray Lewis.
Wow.
You and I know with his history and what he's done here and a first ballot Hall of Famer, it will all be next year.
Yeah. Well, wow. Well, anyway, he'll be back next year. But my question is, in what role exactly? I don't think it's many downs. More to come on the Ravens Wrap Show, Comcast Beach TV and 93.5 The Beach.
Ravens Wrap is brought to you by Bud Light, FlyLady.net, Ocean City Golf Club, Comfort Inn Gold Coast, Ravens247.com, the original Green Turtle Sports Bar and Grill, and hosted by the Blue Ox Bar and Grill.